If you're wondering how much you can make as a small creator on YouTube once you get monetized, we're going to go over that right now. I'm going to break down what I made my first month, second month, all through the journey so that you know what to expect if you decide to do this. So I do have more than one channel, and I'm going to be doing the numbers for the channel that I have monetized, not for this one. And that's because the other one deals with employment issues for federal employees. It's very specialized, and this deals with personal finance and things like that. So I thought it was more appropriate to discuss it here. And, I do believe in full transparency, so I'll go over the numbers with you. And if you decide you want to look into being a YouTube creator, then this can be either inspiration or deterrent, depending on whether you like the numbers or not, but it will be honest. So first of all, the basics. In order to get paid for anything on YouTube, you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time in the past year. So while you're loading videos to YouTube, they'll always be showing ads on it, but they're going to keep 100% of it. Then when you're monetized, they'll share part of that with you. And normally what happens is people put out videos consistently, and then one of them for some reason will go viral and they'll get monetized. But once you hit that 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time, it takes several days for you to get monetized. And so if you got a lot of ads in the beginning, if you got a lot of views in the beginning and then it dropped off, you might not see the results of so many people watching that video reflected in what you're getting paid when you get monetized. And what you will get paid will depend on the niche or niche if you're fancy. So websites dealing with finance, where they can sell ads on crypto or real estate, those tend to make a lot of money. Ads that deal with current events or comedy tend to not pay well, and everything else is somewhere in the middle. And there are other ways to make money on YouTube. People have affiliate links where if you buy something through their affiliate link, they get a commission. They have ways that you can tip them with buy me a coffee, things like that. And they also have sponsored videos where they will go and review a product for pay on the website, and that's a sponsorship. But we're just going to go over what YouTube paid me for the first 6 months or so that I've been monetized. And this is just the money from YouTube ads because I don't have sponsorships or affiliate links or anything like that. So this is the channel I have that got monetized. As you can see, I have 3,300 subscribers. I did 58 videos, and I sort of shifted the focus of the site halfway. So when I started, it was just me and my friend Dave doing podcasts talking about things like the Bob Dylan autographed book scandal, Dave's cancer fight, things like that. So I know Dave from jiu-jitsu. We're both purple belts, and Dave was a lawyer who quit big law, and I was a government lawyer. And in the beginning, the videos were terrible because I didn't know how to work the sound. I didn't know how to make recordings. So I would just call him on Zoom and we would record the call and I just throw it up there. No editing whatsoever because I didn't know how to edit. And we had about 300 subscribers. So most of the videos didn't get many views, like this one, 200 views, this one, 300 views. But we had one that got quite a number of views, this one, 11,000. And that's where most of our viewers came from. And I thought if we kept doing it, it would probably get to 1,000, but then Dave got busy with other things and didn't want to continue making this. So the last video we made was 2 years ago, this one, which got 500 views. And then I put it into hibernation for over a year. And then when I left the federal government, I made some videos trying to help people, whether they were trying to help people who were trying to decide whether to take the deferred resignation, how much comp or sick time they were entitled to, how much pension you get. I had no idea it would take off the way it did, but it went from 200 views, 1.8 thousand views, to this video that went very popular and got 58,000 views. And this is where I crossed the 1,000 videos. Sorry. This is where I crossed the 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. This one video. Unfortunately, I didn't make a lot from this video because when you get monetized, you get paid for the views after you're monetized, not before. And there's several days lag time between when you cross that number, 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, and when they start paying you. So this video had a lot of views here and then it tapered off. And then I started getting paid on the tail end of that. So I didn't make a lot for this one video, even though it has 58,000 views. And if you want the actual numbers, that video, which is by far my most watched video, has 58,000 views and then 33 and 22. So for that video, I only got $123 because most of the views were in the beginning and then it tapered off, and I was only getting paid for the views after it was monetized. Whereas this one, which has less than half as many views, I made more money, $150. And this one, which has 33,000 versus 58,000, I made $239. With this channel, I was trying to put out information for federal workers facing these layoffs and things like that. I didn't intend it for it to be a money-making thing, but it did get monetized. And the amount of thank yous and things like that that I got in the comments made it all worth it. And the only reason I stopped doing this is, one, it was taking up a lot of time and I was still interviewing and sending out resumes, so I didn't want to be distracted from that. And two, I was giving people information and giving them the source documents so they can look things up themselves. But what I was showing them was how it works if they were following the law, but the current administration was firing people without following the law. So I didn't know how helpful it was, and I sort of put it on the back burner. And when I started posting again, YouTube rewards consistency. So when I was posting a lot, 4,000 views, 6,500, and then I stopped posting and started again, 91 views, 200 views, you sort of drop off their radar. But I know you clicked on this to see the money, so I'm going to show you the money. So my website got monetized here in March of this year, and the total amount I made for the entire year is $1,500, which is nice. I'm not going to turn it down, but given the amount of hours I spent on shooting and editing videos, I obviously could have made more money doing something else. And where I was getting a lot of the views here is when the peak craziness was happening with the layoffs, and I figured it wouldn't be something that would be sustainable long term, because 2 years from now, people aren't going to be searching for the same things online. So March, which is the first month that I got monetized around the 11th, as I said, $246 for the month. April was the first full month that I was monetized and also my best month. I got $900. And with that, I did some stuff like I bought a new mic and a boom arm and some other stuff for the site, because I thought if I'm putting out videos to help people, I didn't want to profit from it, so I should just put it back into the site. And then from 900 down to 250, and it sort of dropped off a cliff there. And again, I was sort of not posting as much, and also realized that as people leave and the dysfunction works its way through the system, I won't have the same amount of people visiting the site. And so you had this spike here, which is responsible for most of the 1,500, and then it quickly leveled off. So it's making almost no money now because the videos get fewer views, since it looks like YouTube is punishing me for not posting consistently. And it'll generate between $1 and $3 a day. And when you get paid when this reaches $100, YouTube will send you a check. But if it's less than $100, you won't get anything. So as you can see, in April, we had this $900. And even though I was posting just as much, that quickly dropped to $250, then $240, then $40. And then I stopped posting as much. And this is just residual, I guess, from prior videos, 19, 14, 13. And I posted several videos this month, but that's the total, $3. So 6 or 7 hours of work for $3. It's not great, but I just want to be completely transparent here. So I did mention earlier about CPM, which is the ads that they show you and how much you're getting paid for it. And as you can see, depending on what ads they were showing on my channel, it ranged anywhere from $23 per 1,000 views to $14.13. And you have no control over what ads they show. But what I have learned is consistency is important, because if you stop posting regularly, then they will stop showing your videos, even new videos, to people, and you'll earn a lot less. I did learn a lot about shooting and editing videos. So my early videos that I shot with Dave we would just do a Zoom call and record it and throw it up there with no editing whatsoever because I had no idea how to edit it. But now I've been using CapCut to edit, and I've been using Canva to make the thumbnails, and I have a better mic, and that's helped me with other things like the videos I'm shooting for my other sites like this one and for my interviews. So what did I learn? Quite a bit. In the early videos, it was pretty rough, but sometimes the algorithm will pick up something and it'll connect with people. And other times you'll put a lot of work into a video. This was over an hour and only get 300 views. The amount of work you put into a video does not reflect whether or not people will watch it or not. So this is the one that I got the most views on, 58,000 views. And on that one, I put a checklist that helped me when I was retiring so that people can get their stuff in order before they leave. And it didn't take very long to do, but it got a lot of views. And other ones, which took a lot more research and time to shoot, didn't get nearly as many views. And I will say that there are other ways to monetize your channel. Some people have affiliate links where if somebody buys something, they will get a commission. Some people have sponsorships where they do paid ads in the video. Some people have a buy me a coffee link or things like that. And those are all great, but I'm just talking about what I got from YouTube for the ads on the video, which is what most people will end up doing because the other stuff takes some work to set up. And no matter how bad the videos were, like where the sound was off or the video was off or we had to reshoot it because it completely crashed, we always learned something. So don't be afraid of making flops, because if you shoot something and it's completely wrong and it flops and nobody watches it, then what does it matter that you failed because no one watched it anyway? And if you learn what you did wrong and then you can improve your video editing, your video shooting, your sound, then by the time people discover it, you will have a lot more chance to get subscribers. And it tracks with something that Google used to do. Google did not do any advertising for most of its life. And the CEO had a theory, which was that Google gets better every day. So he wasn't worried that people weren't using Google for search, that they were using AltaVista or other engines, because he said by the time they find Google, they're going to use it. And eventually everybody is going to be using Google. He was right about that. And he said, if you see it now, you're going to be impressed with it. And then the longer the time between now and when you see it, the more impressed you're going to be. So don't worry about the numbers and just keep improving your videos and your shooting and your content. And I think you'll do fine. And if you got something out of this, just like and subscribe because it helps out the channel. Talk to you soon, everyone.